Hey guys, all right, this is the last of the Ghana Pumps for a while from the Red Notebook. This one's called Homeless, and again, this is dedicated to my wife, Michelle. I was homeless. I didn't live on the street, and I had plenty to eat in a regular bed where I laid on my head, but in spite of rest and bread, I was frustrated, stressed, and dead. I was filled with a sense of dread when it was time to press the keds up the steps to unlock the door. I didn't want to walk anymore through empty rooms where I was always alone. An empty house can never provide a welcome home. Merely a space in which to reside, to lick my wounds and nurse my pride, to patch my masks and rehearse while I hide. And nobody cried. I was wandering lost across brightly lit stages and pasting my pain on the poem riddled pages. Generations of wisdom from nations of sages I studied and slaved to make minimum wages, but minimum comfort was all I could cull while the ship slowly sank with a hole in the hull. And nobody cried. I was all alone. A sinking ship is no place to make a happy home. And then, in the least of the least likely places, I found it. I hadn't been looking in faces, but spaces and structures, in steel, wood, and stone. Why'd I think lumber could make me feel less alone? When she looked with her eyes and her soul right behind. When she silently smiled and I smiled in kind. When she softly disarmed just by touching this arm. All my anger moved out and I felt very warm. And the bed softened up and the walls became bright. And wherever she walked, she would leave behind light. And I wake without fear, and I sleep through the night. I am less than equipped to live life alone. Both welcome and happy, my wife is my home. So now grounded at last, I again leave the ground. Seeking a story, fly half the world round. The sound of her voice over faulty connection is a rare welcome glance in a homeward direction. But there's work to be done, and between here and there, 20 African nights and 10 hours in the air. And she cried, and I knew now I'll never again be alone. Even if I need Rome, I'll be taking my home. Peace, guys.